When you have a trust, you have to give the trustee some direction and guidance regarding the distributions. So let's talk about some common ways that you might see that happen. On one side of the spectrum, you might have something called a discretionary trust. So this is where the trustee has full discretion regarding the frequency and the amounts of distributions. And on the other side of the spectrum, you may have something called a mandatory trust. So this is where the trustee has no discretion. In fact, they have to follow these guidelines. Perhaps it may say something like the trustee shall distribute $500 a month to the beneficiary, or the trustee shall distribute all the income on an annual basis. But in between those two pillars, you're going to find something in the middle that's going to be very common. In fact, most trust, if you were to pick up 10 different trust documents, most trusts are going to have something called ascertainable standards. And these are 4 categories. Very often they're defined as health, education, maintenance, and support that give the trustee some leeway and some guidance, but yet not full discretionary and not full mandatory. So let's talk about what these mean for a minute. So in the healthcare category, this is mostly self-explanatory, but you're going to find things for routine and regular healthcare needs, emergency care needs, if that was a situation, health insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance, surgical procedures, even cosmetic surgical procedures can fall in this category. Home healthcare needs. So if you need someone to come into the home to help provide care for you, or maybe even modifications to your home. Maybe you need a ramp built up so you can get in the front door more easily. Those types of things can be covered in the healthcare category. In the education category, again, mostly self-explanatory, but this could be things for education needs, anywhere from preschool all the way up to graduate school, professional school, trade school, and tuition, cost of living, fees and expenses, maybe even clothing needs. If the particular school requires the student to wear a certain type of clothes or have certain equipment, those are going to be allowed in that area. Room and board, study abroad programs. Again, a lot of things dealing in the education world. And then in the maintenance and support world, this is really intended to maintain a lifestyle and a standard of living for your beneficiary. So you're going to see here things like house payments, mortgage payment, payments for rent, down payments on real estate, purchase of vehicles, insurance for home, for auto, for property tax purposes, home improvement needs if needed, vehicle repair, charitable giving, supporting of family members. Again, there's a lot of stuff in that maintenance and support category. So I hope that gives you some insight as to what types of instructions you can give your trustee regarding distributions. You might have full mandatory, you might have fully discretionary, but in the middle, most folks are going to land somewhere in those ascertainable standard categories.